Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. I am sitting here once again with all three of the loves of my life. Just looking so adorable. Oh my goodness, I just love you guys so much. I cannot get enough.
Gonna be able to
I know.
finish.
He's gonna wanna like run over here and like start licking my hand for the whole video. The time is now 11:54 p.m. and I wanted to sit down a little bit earlier tonight, but you know I'm still gonna be up until like 4 o'clock in the morning editing this video. I wanted to sit down and talk about some things that I've seen going on social media. I, for some reason, am stuck on Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez TikTok.
Oh my God.
I'm over it. I'm over the entire situation. I'm team Selena in this. I think that Hailey Bieber is weird. It's very creepy the way that it appears that she's copying Selena all the time.
It's given single white female. She's crazy.
I feel like I've seen enough with it. Team Selena. Go buy some Rare Beauty.
This is honestly, this is the beef that Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff had, but like in the modern day.
Iconic. Do you remember when Lindsay Lohan got into the front seat of that car with Paris and Britney? And they were like, we just let her in because we didn't want to embarrass her in front of the paparazzi.
Do you remember when Paris Hilton slapped the out of Lindsay?
The video that Paris Hilton, and I'm saying this on tape, she hit me last night for no reason apparently at my friend's house, and I didn't know she'd be there, and she hit me, and she hit me with a drink and poured it all over me, and it hurts, and it's not okay.
It's not cool.
And I'm sorry for everyone that thinks I'm crazy. I'm just trying to
Do you remember when Paris Hilton had that friend and he was calling her fire crotch?
It's our last word, okay? We're gonna leave, but Lindsay Lohan is a fire crotch, and she has freckles coming out of her, and her is 7 feet long. Go. Now.
Jesus, Paris.
So it really took a lot for me to actually find other things than Selena and Hailey Bieber to like actually view on TikTok. It was crazy.
Everywhere.
Every single TikTok. But the first thing that I want to talk about is I finally got over to Texas tornado weather like TikTok, where people were showing the storms that were happening yesterday. We showed you guys in our last video like how bad the wind was here. But this video clip that I came across is literally the sound Dumb Ways to Die. It needs to be placed over this video clip because it's these two people standing in their garage. Obviously that's a horrible place to be in any kind of storm, especially a tornado. Like the sirens are going off, you think a tornado's coming, the wind is whipping around your house. Well, they're standing in their garage, kind of like pushing against the garage door because they don't want it to, I guess, like cave in or get sucked out. The lady said that she was recording because if something happens to them, they want like everyone to know like what they were doing in that moment. And what they were doing in that moment was being so stupid that whoever would have found their phone would have been like, I get it. I understand why they don't have their phone anymore.
Weird. So we have another problem.
What's wrong?
Look right there.
What am I looking at?
This.
What is it?
It's moving.
Well, it's bending with the wind. Oh, I see. It's disconnected here.
I think they all are, actually.
That's what it's supposed to do. That's how it lifts.
Okay.
We're trying to keep our garage from imploding.
What are you recording?
Yes, I'm recording in case something happens to us so people know. In case someone needs to find us, or someone finds us under a pile, this is what we were doing.
So at first when I was watching the video, I was like, maybe they didn't have anywhere else to go. Maybe they just like ran into the garage and put the door down real quick. And so they're like, oh my God, let's hold this. We're freaking out. A lot of people were obviously underneath this post commenting things like you should not be in your garage during a tornado or even a hurricane, things like that. And she commented back to someone that said, first off, why would you take cover in your garage? I hope that you're okay. Do you know what she said? Because I honestly thought that they were in there like just, that's the only place that they had to go.
Last resort.
She commented back and she said, not taking cover, we're protecting her car. In what world? Here's my thought process on this, that they actually thought that they were protecting their car in some way. If you're pushing against the garage door because you don't want it to cave in and you're holding onto the garage door because you also don't want it to get sucked out, what the do you think is gonna happen to you if that garage door comes in? It's gonna squash your ass and then it's gonna take your car out too.
Well, it's not even that. Like, I don't think that people realize how dangerous garage doors actually are because there's springs in those things and there's wires and there's tension. It can literally cut you in half. So many people are killed by garage doors.
It was gonna be
every
her.
year. It's insane. But what is also crazy to me is she acts like she ain't never seen a hospital bill in her life. I guarantee you a hospital bill will cost more than any car that's sitting in that garage.
No, she did a second TikTok because people are still commenting like this is the stupidest thing. Like, why are you in your garage doing this?
I didn't expect that video to get as much traffic as it did, but we are fine. Everything is fine here. We have a few shingles missing off the top of our house, some branches in our yard, but other than that, nothing else is damaged. The garage door is fine. We go through this all the time. I have grown up here in Texas, originally from Abilene, which is west of where I live now. I have gone through this, I can't count how many times. I know what to do. We were just chilling, not doing anything. I heard my husband yell for me, and he was in the garage because our garage was getting the direct hit of like 80 per mile hour winds, and our cars are both in there, backed right up to the garage doors, and we really didn't want them damaged. And so we were just holding the garage so our cars wouldn't be damaged, and there really wasn't too much in the way of like rotating winds. It was just straight winds, so not really much like flying debris or anything like that. So we were just keeping our cars from the garage door flying in on them. We know what to do. It's not like we're stupid. I have slept through tornadoes. I have lived through hailstorms, softball, baseball, golf ball sized hailstorms. So I appreciate everyone's thoughts and prayers and suggestions. Yeah, maybe I am I'll stand outside and watch the storms come in. You know, I've done that my whole life. But I grew up here. That's, it doesn't scare me. It doesn't bother me. So that's just, it is what it is. And I guess we've grown accustomed to it. But we're okay. And thanks to everyone who's been concerned about us. We're fine. Maybe, my back's a little sore from holding up the garage, but other than that, we're good. Thank you so much.
She commented to let everyone know that, in fact, she has gone through situations like this many times in her life she can't even keep count, and that they are not dumb because they know how to handle a situation like this. And I just want to say, I'm not trying to be mean, y'all. Low elevator right now. I'm not trying to be rude. They're dumb. That was the stupidest thing that what?
I would say the same thing. I agree.
Could you imagine finding their phone because she was recording just in case anyone found it?
Found footage of her getting by her garage.
I would have turned it back over to the family and been like, I'm sorry for your loss, but watch the video.
Dumb ways to die. People will do anything for clicks and views. She knew what she was doing. She knew that people were going to leave comments like that. I genuinely do not think that she thought it was going to go that way.
I really thought that she was like doing something quirky, like they were having like a fun moment. They're in their garage, like potentially almost dying. I really think that that's what that was, and they were going to look back on it and laugh. But I hope there's no more tornadoes around them and no more sirens go off.
I hope we don't get any more tornadoes here, period.
Mm-hmm. The next person that I want to talk about is none other than Brittany Dawn, or Brittany Dawn Fitness, as many would know her. There's a lot of other ways that people would probably like identify Brittany Dawn, to be completely honest. But she's getting talked about once again. There's a huge community over on TikTok that just love dragging the and holding Brittany Dawn accountable, and I love them for that. But Brittany Dawn is getting sued by the state of Texas, and her trial was supposed to start on March 6th. Well, there has been a filing by the state of Texas, and they want to have a continuance of the discovery. I guess that they want to like bring people in. They're like looking for the ones that she actually scammed that live more than 100 miles away, and they want them to testify. Now, obviously, Brittany Dawn, according to the people over on Reddit as well, Brittany Dawn is not happy about this. Like, allegedly, she'd be completely fine if they wanted to like continue like for mediation purposes, but she doesn't want those people coming from hundreds of miles away to
girl. She's afraid they're gonna come and take her hog trough away.
Yeah.
She's been baptizing people.
Someone said that it's not a hog trough because it's not as big. This is like a horse trough.
Well, I don't care what it is. She was baptizing people in it.
Yeah.
In the name of the Lord.
I wonder if that was alkaline water. I think it was tap. Oh.
When we found out that she was doing that, you guys, we literally considered going and getting her to baptize us and put some of those black bath bombs in.
She has me blocked though on Twitter, so I wonder. At some of those events they have like photos of people to not let in. Do you like drama channels are not allowed. Like there's a whole TikTok wall.
I mean, possibly, especially after that. You remember that one guy said that his daughter, what?
It's like labeled Satan worshippers.
You remember that guy that went to that convention that she was at and said that she like swindled his daughter out of some money and said that he wanted it back?
Yes.
And her big beefy friend was there to like protect her.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Yeah.
You look familiar.
Yeah?
You look like you stole my daughter's money.
Are you kidding me?
I ain't kidding you. Yep, you took $200. Hey, this woman took $200 from my daughter.
I'm gonna ask you later.
Can I get my money back before I file a complaint on her? It ain't nothing with you, but the fact that she stole $200 from my daughter from her fitness plan, blocked her on Instagram.
I'm gonna need you to step
And why is she hiding back there if she can't handle it?
I'm gonna need you to step out of the booth.
Right, sir, because I'm about to call the police if I don't get my $200 back.
Hey, I'm gonna call the police if you don't step out of the booth.
Well, I better get my money back. I want to talk to her.
Well, you're not gonna talk to her.
Why do you got a problem with me? It's okay
Because
to steal
you're in
money?
my booth,
Sir,
right?
you need to calm down. Get a dip. You get a dip, sir. Come on down. Well, just talk to her real quick. I gotta calm down, sir. I gotta calm down.
Hey, Ryan.
You see that? She stole my daughter's money, and she ain't gonna give it back. You see that?
But seriously, first,
See that?
get this out of here.
I ain't an asshole, sir. You're an asshole for standing up for her.
You guys are spilling tobacco on my.
This is U.S. of A. That's a goddamn American soil right here.
He's harassing Brittany.
I'll see her in court. That's right. This for all the girls she stole money from. You look like a Cheeto. Lying.
Yeah, because what I was saying is,
It's so crazy to think like where Brittany Dawn is right now, because I remember finding Brittany Dawn. I still lived in New York at the time, so this must have been like 2014, 2015. And the way that I found her is because she would do all those like healthy Starbucks hacks. I loved her healthy Starbucks hacks. I did. She's like, you got your macros? I don't know what the fuck a macro is, but I was like, yes. Cut him.
I think one of the most iconic and funny moments out of the whole Brittany Dawn thing was the dryer.
Oh no, I will never forget that either, because that was such like a distraction for so many people. You know what her dryer video is giving? Like it really walked so James Charles could run with his like desperate video.
And I finally came to a conclusion. It sucks and it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate.
And speaking of James Charles, so the other day in our video, we were talking about how he has that like competition going on. He wants to fly 10 people out to California to take part in his cosmetic campaign.
I want to fly 10 of you out to LA to be in the first campaign for my new makeup brand. Hi everyone, James Charles here with a very, very special announcement. After 3 years of long, hard work, my makeup line is finally ready to launch. While developing this brand, I've been keeping you guys in mind every single step of the way. It's been so much fun to get your guys' feedback on new products and samples, on my makeup account, on polls, and on stories. I love your guys' opinions, and I really want to make sure this brand is for artists of all different skill levels. So when it came time to figure out who was actually going to be in the campaign, it was a no-brainer. I'm trying to find 10 different people from TikTok who love makeup, who love being creative, and the confidence that it brings you. So here's the deal. I want you to stitch this video wearing your best makeup look. And when I say best, I don't mean the best makeup look, I mean your best. It doesn't matter if it's perfect, it doesn't matter if you've been doing makeup for 10 minutes or 10 years, just put on a makeup look that makes you feel happy and that you feel is your best. While you're wearing the makeup look, tell me your name, where you're from, and your favorite makeup memory. Maybe it's the first time you stole your mom's mascara. Maybe it's the first time you ever tried a creative look on yourself. Maybe it's the makeup that you wore to prom or your wedding and you got more compliments than ever before. Make sure you tag me when you post your videos, because my team and I will be looking every single day, and we're gonna start reaching out within the next couple of weeks to come to LA and be a part of the campaign. And don't worry, because even if you're not chosen for the campaign, we're gonna be adding a ton of you guys, and I do mean a ton, to our PR list.
He said that this campaign is for everyone, and I've been like scrolling through just to see who's been applying, and trust me, it's for everyone. Like somebody asked him, like in a joking way, I guess, like, are you also including ugly people?
In all seriousness, we are looking for everybody for this campaign. Moms, dads, college students, teachers, grandmas. That would be so cool to have a grandma. Nurses, firefighters, and yes, even ugly people. I'm also getting a lot of comments of people being like, I love makeup, I would love to be involved, but I don't think I'm very talented. You should still audition, because the whole point of this campaign is to represent all different levels of artistry. Of course, I'm gonna invite some pros to the set because I wanna have some beautiful makeup looks, but I also wanna invite the complete opposite end of people just starting off their makeup journey, because that's the reality for most people. I can't even tell you how many DMs I get on a daily basis of people being like, I love your makeup looks, but I could never do these on myself. Yes, you could, but you have to try. Nobody starts off and is perfect. God knows I wasn't when I first got started into makeup, but it's makeup. It wipes off and you can try and try again. So we are really just looking for people that are willing to try new things and can represent these products, whether or not you're a beginner or been in it for 10 years.
And he responded to that and he said, yes, I am including ugly people. But also it's for like everyone. He wants like an older person in there. He wants like a grandma in there. It's like, he's trying to be very like broad with it.
I think one of the funniest things about James Charles asking people to like stitch this to enter this competition or contest, whatever, was Britt Clark's response. She dug off in his ass.
I want to fly 10 of you out to LA to be in the first campaign for my new makeup brand.
Hi James, my name is Brittany Clark and I live in upstate New York. I believe that this is my best makeup look because I believe that we are truly all beautiful with or without makeup. But I think one of my favorite makeup memories is actually of you admitting to millions and millions of people to messaging inappropriately with my... Can we all just please stop normalizing pedophilia and making it okay and stop making this motherfucker relevant?
I have to say, because I've scrolled through so many of these TikToks, like so many people are actually entering this, not as many trolls as I would have suspected. And I really feel like so many people are missing an opportunity.
Oh yeah, this is a total missed
But you know what,
opportunity.
maybe they are doing it and I haven't seen it because maybe they're getting taken down. Maybe the videos are getting removed.
Should we do one? Should we do one? You guys let us know down below if you want us to stitch that. I'll stitch it. I don't give a shit.
You know what energy that's giving? Have you seen the TikTok trend of people, they are getting donations to do it. Obviously, we're not doing that, but they're asking people like, if you guys donate this, I'll get a cameo from this person and I'll ask something. So it's somebody that's like a very problematic person and they'll like pay $50.
Like that chick did with Sister
Yes.
Wives, and they were good.
And speaking of Sister Wives, is anyone else out there that's watching this video a fan of Sister Wives? Because I am so obsessed.
He is knee deep in Sister Wives drama.
I literally will try to talk to him about Sister Wives and he's like, hey.
Well, I know this much. Janelle.
Yeah, no. No, we like to know.
No, which one? Oh. Well, I know this much. Fuck Robin.
So getting back to Brittany Dawn, since her trial is coming up, it's supposed to be on March 6th, I wonder if the judge is going to actually grant this continuance of the discovery.
I think so.
I don't know.
I think he will because I feel like they have a strong case against her. They just got to get all their ducks in a row. They're coming for her ass. I think that she's scared, and she should be, because what she did is deplorable in my opinion.
It's just so crazy to me that Brittany Dawn, during all of this, while she's making everyone believe that she wants to be this foster parent, I still personally believe that after the court thing is all said and done, like the baby situation, like fostering, that's gonna,
oh
girl,
yeah,
it's gonna be completely done. Baptizing people in troughs, that's gonna be completely done. Because in my opinion, that is just her trying to make the court, and like if there's a jury, make them look at her and be like,
yes,
she is so nice, y'all.
Anybody that ever gets in like serious trouble always turns to God. Always.
You know who has started to mention God in their content? Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn the Shill. I still can't believe that Jaclyn Hill got on her Instagram story and asked people to, what links do y'all want? Like, what do you want me to link over here for you? Just buy it yourself. It's crazy. What?
There is absolutely nothing that is below Jaclyn Hill when it comes to money.
And the next person that I want to talk about is, of course, a favorite of this channel, none other than Meredith Duxbury. Now, Meredith Duxbury is getting called out once again in her comment section. She's literally, like, every comment that I was seeing is like, you're not listening to Mario. You're not listening to Mario. Or, as Michaela would say, Mario.
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 Mario. So the other week we told all of you that Meredith Duxbury was invited to go to the Makeup by Mario studios because he saw that she was doing that 10 pump thing. There's still a lot of debate out there that Meredith Duxbury, well, they're saying that Meredith Duxbury, of course, does not apply all of that. Like, she'll do the 10 pumps and then you just see her like taking some of it and putting on her face. Personally, I don't like having things all over my hands like that, so it's just not a technique for me, but a lot of people actually have tried this and they do love it. They say it looks really good. But Mario invited her to come and do like a 1 pump challenge of his new foundation that he came out with. She accepted it, so she went over to the studios. They actually used just half a pump on her face, but I was watching these video clips of him doing her makeup, and when he got to the foundation part, like, she honestly, in my opinion, looked like she was putting on a brave face and she was like happy to be there because it was such an exciting moment.
She wasn't happy.
But girl, you know that she was wanting to use that whole bottle.
Meredith, if you live in New York, I challenge you to come here to the Makeup Amara Studios because I want to do your makeup with just one pump of the Surreal Skin Foundation.
I don't think so.
Okay, you guys, so I'm here with Makeup by Mario, and we are going to be doing the one pump challenge. What do you think?
Actually gonna try to do half a pump because I'm obsessed with your freckles.
Aw, thank you. You heard it here first. Half a pump, you guys.
Go, one pump.
10 pumps versus one pump. You guys, we cannot forget the custom Makeup by Mario headband.
First step, I always start with brows. This is the Master Blade Brow Pencil in the shade Dirty Blonde. So I'm gonna go just very lightly and focus more on the outer corners.
Guys, we have a before and after of the brow. Looking snatched. Okay, you guys, we're on to the next brow. Looking good. Okay, so what are we doing next?
So after brows, I start with eyes, and I'm going to start with our Master Pigment Pro pencil in the perfect brown, and I'm going to line inside of your eye, focusing more again on the outer corner. So you'll notice I'm doing everything in the outer corner.
You guys, my eyes have never looked this good in my entire life.
So I just did a little bit of definition on the eyes with eyeliner, and I'm going to put a little bit more on later, but we're going to jump now to Master Mattes and just softly sculpt. I'm just going to mix a couple of these shades here, as I always do, sort of more neutral, more warm, in this outer corner here. I'm going to just go in with a little bit of these lighter shades and very subtly highlight the eyes and the tear ducts.
Go to part 2. Welcome to part 2 of doing the one pump challenge with Makeup by Mario. Guys, we really are doing one pump. That is it. We're not doing 10 pumps. We're doing one. Here we go.
Almost done, and I still have like the whole thing left.
We still have a lot left. Blend, blend, blend.
Blend, blend, blend. That is what we gotta do next.
You guys, I am glowing. Okay, Mario, how much did we use?
We've used about half of a pump so far.
And what do you think?
I'm obsessed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm truly obsessed, you guys.
I am gonna save this in case we need it later, but I'm gonna try not to use it.
Our little backup. What's our next step?
Next step is my favorite, concealer. We can't show what it is, but I'm gonna apply it on you.
We like a nice bright under eye.
Kind of go right below it, and then I like to take the leftover and just kind of lift the eye here.
This is how the concealer's looking. Blend, blend, blend.
Okay, so I just did concealer, blended it. We haven't set it yet. I'm gonna go in with my soft sculpt from Tomy Skin Enhancer in light medium to do a soft sculpt around the face. Next up, soft sculpt shaping stick in light medium. I'm just gonna go and just further define a little bit along the cheekbone. Next up now, I'm gonna set a little bit of the concealer now, and probably also a little bit of the foundation as well.
Okay, so what did we just do?
We just did some eyelashes, some individuals and spikes to lift the eyes, and now I'm gonna go in and do some finishing touches, finish the blush.
Looks so gorgeous. Go to part 3. Welcome to part 3 of doing the one pump challenge with the Makeup by Mario.
All right, so next up, I'm just gonna set her brows using the Master Hope Brow Gel, and I'm gonna fill in with Master Mattes a little bit as well.
You guys, we're looking so good.
So pretty.
I'm obsessed. What's our next step?
Next step is the soft sculpt bronzer. Right now, I'm just kind of going over on the perimeter of the face.
Next step.
We are going to be using the Salt Pop Powder Blush. I'm mixing a couple of different shades, the peach and the pale pink. Time for some highlighter. So I'm just going to highlight the nose a little bit on the eyes, cheeks, and that's it.
You guys know how much I'm obsessed with highlighter. On to lips.
I'm using the sculpting lip pencil in the shade Smoky Pink. I'll probably use a couple other ones too, let's see. Next up is Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. I'm going to use the shade Pink Glow and maybe a couple of other finishing touches after.
Okay, you guys, here's the final product. What do you guys think?
I am obsessed, and you need to start using only one pump of foundation. I can see your freckles, and she looks so radiant, so natural, so beautiful. I'm obsessed.
Thank you.
Well, you gotta think that goes against like everything that she's built her like whole social media presence around. Like she's known, she's that girl for wasting makeup and making her makeup look flawless.
And that's why a lot of people say that these brands really like Meredith Duxbury, especially the ones that do foundation, because the amount of product that she uses and the fact that she started a complete trend. And I think this is the second time that her makeup technique has gone viral. So that's 2 times that people are going out, and I guarantee you some of the people that did it the first time probably did it the second time because they're like, maybe I didn't do it correctly.
That's why these brands are going with these TikTokers like Michaela and Meredith, because Michaela's selling it out and then Meredith is teaching people to like waste it all. So that's how they're making all their money.
So Meredith posted these 3 videos of Makeup by Mario doing her whole entire face. She said that she loved it. She had a great time.
She
all
looked
of that.
good.
She's over in Milan, I believe. She's there in Milan or Paris for Fashion Week, and she has immediately gone back to the 10 pumps.
Get ready with me in Paris, hungover edition. I literally am getting a huge pimple. I can feel it coming in. I have the biggest headache. I literally ordered McDonald's at 6 a.m. I don't think I've eaten McDonald's in like 6 years. Oh my god, the people across from me can see me doing this. Okay, she's slaying though. Well, this is where they're gonna get a little confused. Whew, okay, they went inside just in time for the finale. Oh my god. So many people have come up to me while I've been on this trip and been like, oh my god, wait, your foundation actually looks so smooth in person. I'm like, you gotta try the technique. Blend, blend, blend. This lighting literally sucks. I'm gonna move to the other room, go to part 2.
Of course.
I think that everyone thought that just because she got her makeup done by Makeup by Mario, she was going to stick to that.
No.
She said she loved it, but I mean, I wouldn't expect her to change her whole entire... First of all, I don't think as many people would watch if she was just doing like half a pump of makeup. People want to see the wastefulness on the face.
That's her hook.
But her comment section, I couldn't even scroll and not see Mario's name down there. Like, you should listen to Mario. Why are you listening to Mario? It was such an honor he did your makeup. What are you doing? Oh my gosh, it looks horrible. That kind of thing. And now I think that no one's ever gonna let her live it down.
Well, she kind of set herself up for that if you think about it, because she let this person that's like world renowned do her makeup. And I don't think that she's a professional makeup artist, so it's like her using her word against a professional makeup artist. Who do you think like people are gonna listen to? Because look at what happened to Brad Mondo. He said that he was a professional, but he got called out by all the professionals. So
what do you guys think? Do you think that Meredith should take Makeup by Mario's advice and only use the 1 or just even half a pump?
I think
Or
so.
do you think that she should continue to waste?
I think she should do it at least for a while to see what people say to gauge the situation, because what are the odds that she actually does enjoy doing her makeup that way?
You know what I want to see? I want to see a side-by-side, like one with like 1 pump and then the other side with the 10 pumps. Because honestly, when you look at Meredith Duxbury, and this was actually a lot of the comments underneath the Makeup by Mario videos, that without makeup on, Meredith still looks flawless and still looks amazing. People are like, why are you doing that? Because your skin is perfect. She drinks water.
Aside from the Makeup by Mario thing, I find that interesting, but I'm wondering what's going to happen to like Meredith Duxbury. That's a good person to talk about if TikTok does get banned.
Before I end this video, I want to revisit that lady in her garage trying to protect her car from that tornado. If the tornado wants in, bitch, it's coming in.
Yeah.
Like, if that garage door goes in, it's going to still hit the car no matter if you're standing there or not. Like, that is so
personal
crazy to
injury
me.
to it.
I want to know what kind of car that is, though, because honestly, the way that she was like holding onto that door and like holding onto the car, leaning forward, thinking that she was going to do some good, it must be a classic.
It has to be.
It has to be a classic in there, because I understand not wanting your shit to get damaged, but you're not gonna have to worry about that shit getting damaged if you're dead. That's just first and foremost. But also, that is what insurance is for.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
not gonna catch me putting my life in danger in any way for my car or anything that I could potentially get again.
I think after being through a fire, like everything's changed. Like most things are replaceable.
And with all that said, everyone, that is it for this video. If you have made it this far, please leave us a car emoji and let us know down below if you would be out in your garage doing the same thing when a tornado is coming around the corner.
Absolutely not.
And with all that said, everyone, we will see you all in our next video. Bye.